Good afternoon, and welcome to Bridgewater State University. First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone who has been accepted into Bridgewater State University. You've been selected into a wonderful university, and we hope that you will be joining us for the fall, and we look forward to seeing you. My name is Janine Street, and I'm the Dean for the Ricciardi College of Business. I've been in this role for 2 years, and I'm really eager and excited to have a new group of students joining our institution so that we can share with you the wonderful educational opportunities that Bridgewater State has in store for you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Derek Leuenberger. I'm the Associate Dean of the Ricciardi College of Business, and I've been in this position for almost 2 years. And I've been at BSU since 2006, where I spent most of that period of time in the English department. And then I also have spent some time in our Center for Global Engagement. So welcome, everyone.
We also have with us two students, and I'm going to give them a moment to introduce themselves.
Hey everyone, I am Zach Gage. I am a junior at Bridgewater State, majoring in marketing and management. I'm from Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and I'm currently interning as the social media coordinator for the Ricciardi College of Business.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Troy Thompson. I'm a senior at Bridgewater State, studying business management. I'm from Boston, Mass. I'm also a participant in the Student Investment Fund. Nice to meet y'all.
And as we proceed through the rest of the session, we have a chat session that's over to the side. So as we're going through, as we touch on any of the slides, if you have any questions, feel free to type them into the chat session, and both Patroy and Zach will be responding in real time to any questions you may have. So let's get started. The first question I would pose to everyone is, why BSU? When you were going through and listing all the universities you were potentially interested in, I would like to give you my reasons for why BSU is one of the best choices you can make. First of all, Bridgewater State University was voted one of the most beautiful campuses in the nation. And although right now many of us are apart from the campus, we know that in the fall, especially in the springtime, our campus boasts beautiful flowers, beautiful plants. Our walkways are wonderful as students go to and fro for classes. So it shows the beautiful campus that we have available. For another reason, Bridgewater State University boasts 11 residence halls. We have residence halls ranging from those that are for first-year students, freshmen only, all the way to dormitories and residence halls for our graduate students. In addition to the residence halls that we have 4 dining halls. And in our dining halls, you'll find a variety of taste and menu items to please palates, whether it's vegetarian, whether it's vegan, whether it's gluten-free. But in all of those, we try to make an effort to provide healthy and great meals for our students who come here on campus. But not just to focus on the external components of the university, let's talk about the main reason why you selected Bridgewater State University. We have over 36 majors that we offer to our students. Those majors range from arts and sciences to theater and dance, and of course to the disciplines that are offered in the Ricciardi College of Business. And those range from accounting and finance to management and marketing, and of course aviation. Within those 36 majors, we have over 60 areas of study. So you can have a concentration that focuses your interest on the areas that are of most interest to you. So when you come to campus, don't limit yourself to just your majors. Also be willing to take various courses that have to deal with electives so you can experience the full opportunities that are available at Bridgewater State University. We have over 70,000 alumni. As the largest and oldest state university in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, we have been providing alumni to the Commonwealth for many years. So wherever you go, whether it's in an educational setting, at a school, if you go to work there, if you go to corporate America, if you go into the government offices, you'll be sure to find a Bridgewater State University alumni. So let's bring it even closer to home when it comes to our academics. What makes Bridgewater State University so unique? One of those factors that make us unique is our low student to faculty ratio. At Bridgewater State University, you will never find a class that has 200 or 300 students. You will never have a classroom in an auditorium that's filled with other students. All of our classes are small classes with the largest being about 36 students. Our average student to faculty ratio is actually 19:1, which means that you have an opportunity to have one-on-one engagement with experienced faculty members who care about your concerns in your major, who care about your future career opportunities. You will be able to have one-on-one faculty advising from those administrators, from those faculty members who care about your success as a student and as a future alum of the university. We also provide tutorial services in our Academic Achievement Center, which is located in the Maxwell Library on the basement floor. At the tutorial services in the Academic Achievement Center, we offer services, whether it's math, English and writing skills. We also offer writing and placement skills and testing there. And of course, we offer tutorial services for our accounting and finance degree. We also have been voted as the top university for undergraduate research in 2019. And what undergraduate research entails is an opportunity for students to work one-on-one with faculty mentors who help guide them through experiments and through research that sometimes is often published in various journals across the country. We have students who have done work on math labs. We have students who've done work with CRISPR DNA tools, and we've had students who've done work with corporations deal with their business plans or their marketing plans. So undergraduate research is very important at Bridgewater State University. We have over 25 high-impact practices, and undergraduate research is just one of them. We also offer opportunities in internships. We offer opportunities in study abroad. We offer opportunities in service learning. And each major has the opportunity for students to engage in high-impact practices that will further their career as well as provide living and learning experiences right here at the university. So where do our students at BSU come from? As you can see from the slide showing, the bulk of our students come from right here in Massachusetts. Of the approximately 11,000 students that attend Bridgewater State University, almost 10,500 of them come from right within the Commonwealth. 250 around that number come from the New England region, which includes Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, and other areas in the surrounding region. 112 of our students come from other states across the country. And finally, about 84 students come from abroad. So before I close out this segment, I want to see if our students have anything that they'd like to add.
Yeah, I could add on the low student to faculty ratio. I got to say, it makes it much easier to actively participate in the classroom and labs. I found personally it's made it much easier to connect with your professors, especially when you're having trouble with the subject matter. What I can personally say from my experience at BSU is that a lot of the professors, if not all of them here, all want you to be successful and they want to see you grow in your field of study. So I think that's really beneficial here is the low student to faculty ratio.
Thank you. And that is true. We find that our faculty members know their students by name. It's not just a number. They actually know the name because every student has that opportunity to interact with the professor. And so now I'm going to turn it over to Derek.
Hi, everyone. It's Derek again. So now that Janine has made you think a little bit about why BSU, I'd like you to think a little bit about why business. And of course, as I said, I'm originally from the English department, and so I'm a real big believer in a wide range of academic experiences, the importance of diversity in your courses, your subjects, the core curriculum. But of course, everybody's going to have at least one major, and it's really important to think about how that major is going to fit into your life and your career after BSU. And so, of course, one of the things that you have to think about is what are your opportunities going to be for a career following your experience at BSU. And you may not have known this, but 3 of the top 5 national industries for job placement are represented in BSU's business curriculum. You can see right there, finance, accounting, and business administration and management are right up there with the fields that everyone keeps pushing and talking about: mechanical engineering, computer science, the STEM fields. Business is right there. In fact, you can see that we're right on top of that. So in preparation for that, in addition to all of the courses and the academic opportunities and the academic experiences that you're going to have, which Janine will fill us in on a little bit later, I want to talk a little bit about some of the other programs and services that are available to you at BSU to help you with your career planning. And so we have, of course, the Career Services Office at BSU. It's located in the Student Center on our main campus. It is a great group of people. They are absolutely fantastic. They're actually ranked number 17 in the nation for what they do by bestcolleges.com. And they do everything. They do everything from career and job fairs to preparing students for interviews and video interviews, especially in this environment, to preparing resumes and cover letters, getting a LinkedIn profile ready. They even provide professional attire for those that need it for those interviews. So they do a really great job. But of course, we have a number of other things available to us, some of which we do through the College of Business. We have a number of student clubs and organizations. We have business advisory boards for both the College of Business and specifically for the aviation department. We do something that we call the annual Boston Bus Trip, which is a great networking opportunity. Our business majors go up to Boston. We had originally this year we were going to have about 150 students traveling up to Boston to go to a number of different major global, national, international corporations and organizations like PricewaterhouseCoopers, DraftKings, and a number of others. It's just a wonderful opportunity. We do things like the Student Managed Investment Fund, and we're going to have a chance to talk about that a little bit later. And then the BSU Shark Tank. The BSU Shark Tank is just like the television show. I'm sure many of you have heard about it or seen it. It's an opportunity for students to develop a business plan, develop a product or a service, develop that with mentorship, have it judged during a competition, and actually win cash prizes to start that business. And actually, one of our student presenters here, Petroy, was actually a participant in Shark Tank last year. And Petroy, did you want to say anything about Shark Tank?
Yeah, actually, I had an amazing time presenting because not only did I get the chance to test my idea on a crowd, I also got feedback on my idea, which for any entrepreneur is kind of like a critical point because you don't want to pursue something that's not profitable because at the end of the day, that's what we're after and contributing to society. So that experience was really beneficial to me because I got the chance to walk away with something I can use to actually improve my business and plus the reward for what I got after, which is pretty nice. But yeah.
Thanks, Petroy. And I have to say that's also where I met Petroy last year. And what Janine was saying earlier about the faculty and staff at the Ricciardi College of Business knowing their students, we really do. We get to know them on a personal basis. And I had a really great time being able to watch Petroy and the other students present their businesses and their business plans. So in addition to all that, one of the things you really have to think about is return on investment. Everybody's going to be putting a lot of money into education. It's one of the largest investments that anyone makes in their life. And if you take a look at this chart, and this is from 2017, so it was the most recent data that we had available. But this is a chart that shows the median annual earnings of young adults with bachelor's degrees by field. And you can see with that black line near the middle there, that's the median earnings for young adults with a bachelor's degree. And those green arrows surrounding it are the fields represented in the College of Business. And you can see every single one of them is at the very least right around within $100 of that median, and the majority of them are above that line, right along, again, with all the STEM fields. That's just as true in aviation, and aviation is a field that has been growing over the last decade at a kind of incredible rate. And despite the current turn down in that industry, which is pretty severe, but it's clearly connected directly to the pandemic, we expect it to bounce back fully. And that includes both passenger aviation and cargo aviation. And career opportunities and earnings that are available in that industry, again, have been going up, and they're projected to continue to rise over the next 15 to 20 years. So the College of Business at BSU currently serves about 1,800 students, graduate and undergraduate. That's about 15% of all BSU enrollments. So within our three departments, you can see the kind of distribution there. Management and marketing is our largest department, and right behind that is accounting and finance, and then the aviation sciences department is just a little bit behind that. Our graduate programs, our Masters in Business Administration and our Masters of Science and Accountancy, are both growing programs, and a little bit later, Janine will tell you a little bit about those.
So, why the Ricciardi College of Business? That's the question that we're going to answer right now. The Lewis and Ricciardi College of Business is one of the first named colleges on Bridgewater State University's campus. It's named after one of our alumni who graduated in 1981, who came to the university and then went on to start a company in which he manages investments worth over $700 million. And we were so grateful to him for coming back and lending his services not only to the Ricciardi College of Business, but also to Bridgewater State University. He served as the chairperson of our board of trustees for many years, and he was very generous in supporting and uplifting the students at Bridgewater State University. So that's when we named the Ricciardi College of Business after him. So there are three departments that make up the Ricciardi College of Business. The first department is the Accounting and Finance Department. It's chaired by Professor Mary Beth Tobin. And this department within the college has two majors. The first major is accounting, and the second major is finance. That's my own discipline, finance, so I'm very familiar with this particular department. The minors that they offer within the accounting and finance department include a minor in accounting and finance, as well as a minor in actuarial science. So the minor actuarial science is actually a minor that is a growing one because, as you know, the insurance industry is a growing industry, and they need individuals who are able to come into their work sites and provide numerical data for them to analyze when they're trying to calculate their risk and reward. Additional programs offered by the Accounting and Finance include the Accounting and Finance Club. This is a club run by the students with a faculty advisor, but the students oversee all of the activities that occur within the club. They plan their meetings, they have guest lecturers, they have alumni come in and tell them what life is really like when they work at various work sites around the Commonwealth. So this is an opportunity for you to network, to form lifelong friendships, as well as get your name before some of the companies that come and speak to the Accounting and Finance Club. Our Student Managed Investment Fund is one of our newest initiatives. This is actually where over $200,000 was invested into two portfolios. One was a student-managed S&P 500 portfolio. The other is a student-managed social impact portfolio. Both of those portfolios were given $100,000 each, and those portfolios grew to about $225,000, but that was at the end of December 2019. I'm scared to look at what the report shows for the first quarter of 2020 because I know that we're going to see some losses, but the value of the Student Managed Investment Fund is that students get the opportunity to actually invest real dollars to determine what stocks they want to invest in and to make recommendations to CFOs of the university as well as practitioners in the investment world. And before I go through talking about the others, again, we have with us one of the students who is participating in our Student Managed Investment Fund, and that's Patroy. So Patroy, you want to give us some insight?
Yeah, hey again, everyone. So the Student Investment Fund, first of all, is real money, not fake money. We actually invest in 200,000 in two different portfolios. I actually learned a lot during the trial process because I want to one day get into finance. So to be able to actually handle money and make decisions pertaining to the market is priceless because these are the things you're going to do when you go into finance. So I really had a good time.
So just really quickly, if you can just give us which two stocks are you looking at for your analysis?
Oh, currently I'm looking at Google and I'm looking at Novo Nordisk because Novo is a biotech company, and everyone knows Google. So currently, I'm looking at those two companies to add to the SRI portfolio, social responsible investing. Social responsible investing, Dr. Davidson touched upon it, is you want to invest in companies that's doing something for society, so progressing in some sort of way, and not just to make profit at the end of the day. So we're trying to find that middle ground of making a profit and being socially responsible.
Thank you, Patroy. And as you can see, the Student Managed Investment Fund, the students get to make the selections and the choices, and we present them to our investment advisory board, and we go from it and see what happens. I hope that we can make a profit after this horrible quarter that we've endured for 2020. We also have internships in accounting and finance, as well as graduate programs. And our graduate program in accountancy was recently selected by Grad Reports as one of the best graduate programs in the nation. It's in the top 25 of graduate programs across the nation. We also offer graduate certificates in accounting and finance. Our second department is aviation science, and I'll spend just a little time because I saw that several of our attendees in this session were aviation majors. So the aviation department has a chair. His name is Professor Mike Farley. There are 4 faculty members in there, and we have 2 concentrations. The first concentration is in flight. That's where our students learn how to fly and enter into the pilot industry. The aviation management concentration is for individuals who want to learn how to run an airport or to work in government or work in private industry in the aviation industry. We also offer 2 certificates, one in aviation dispatch, and the other is in UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle or drone operation. And for our aviation science, this is one of our largest and fastest growing majors because of the retirements that are occurring in the aviation field. And they command a lot of high salaries for our students as they come out, because they really have to populate those planes that have seen so many retirements occurring over the past few years. How do we go about ensuring that our students have opportunities once they leave the aviation department? It's because of our airline partnerships. So for the most part, students who go through our aviation flight training program, as soon as they complete their 4th rating, which is certified flight instructor, they are hired by the university to begin working and teaching the incoming first-year students how to fly. After they've worked for Bridgewater State University for a little while, they then work for what we call a regional carrier, and then they move on to the national carriers. So we have 4 major partnerships with regional carriers that will take them into the national carrier airline. So for Cape Air, they are the regional airline for JetBlue. Endeavor is the regional airline for Delta. Envoy is the regional airline for American. And Mountain Air Cargo is the regional airline for FedEx. And our students have opportunities to have a direct line into those career opportunities. We also offer internships in aviation, as well as prepare our students through the use of the BSU flight team, where they compete with other flight schools across the nation to meet certain tests and tasks. And we also have an aviation fraternity called Alpha Eta Rho. Our largest and final department we have here is our management and marketing department. The chairperson for this department is Dr. Marian Ekstad. As the largest department, it also has the largest number of concentrations, 5 in fact. They have a concentration in general management, global management, human resource, information systems, and operations and supply chain. And a lot of you are probably familiar with operations and supply chain, because if you've ordered anything from Amazon in the past few weeks, you can do this major, because that's where we learn how supplies get from producer to consumer. The other major that we offer within the department is the marketing major. Again, this is one of our largest growing sessions, because marketing and digital marketing, if you've looked at a online web presence, that's digital marketing. If you were persuaded to buy something from something that you saw on television, that's marketing as well. We also offer a minor in management within that degree. Additional programs for the Management and Marketing Department include the American Marketing Association. We have a chapter that has currently about 12 to 13 students, and they conduct marketing plans and marketing analysis, not only for the university, but for regional companies in the area. They also offer internships, and our newest initiative is something we call CUBES. It stands for Collaborative Undergraduate Business Experience. So many of our students want to have an opportunity to do an internship, but transportation issues or time constraints or monetary limitations prevent them from doing an internship. Well, what Bridgewater State University has done is we've brought the internship experience directly into the classroom. So some of the same things that a student would do at an intern, we've brought that experience into the classroom. So they will do business plans, they will do marketing plans, they will do creation of financial statements. And what this allows them to do is put that experience on their resume. So when they go into the job market, they can show that they have the experience to work as a team and to complete a project from beginning to end. So I've given you a lot of information about our departments, but if you leave with anything, I want you to remember these fast facts from our 3 departments. From the Accounting and Finance Department, 61.3% of our CPA exam takers have a pass rate for first-time exam on the CPA, which is number 5 in Massachusetts. Also, our graduate program is ranked in the top 25 nationally. The fast fact that I want you to remember from Management and Marketing is that our Human Resource Management degree is certified by SHRM, and that our students, when they are placed in competition, they rank 38 out of 3,715 teams worldwide in understanding and analyzing business strategy. And for our aviation science majors, both of our concentrations, whether it's flight or aviation management, are accredited by the Aviation Accreditation Board International, and we have a flight team that are national qualifiers for the Safe Con Collegiate competition. So if you take nothing else away, remember the 3 programs that we offer within the College of Business are stellar programs that will give you an opportunity to succeed. With respect to our advisory boards, we don't just talk the talk, but we also walk the walk, because we have advisory board members who represent large corporations, national, regional, and international. Companies such as DraftKings and Samsonite that are local and national and international. We also have companies like Ocean Spray, Ernst Young, and Textron. And from a local perspective, we have South Shore Bank, as well as A&A Metro and the Boston Logan International Airport. Members from all of these companies are represented on our advisory boards, and we have 2 external advisory boards, one for the College of Business and one just for aviation, as well as a student advisory board, so that we can listen to the concerns and questions that students might have. How do we know our program works? Because we know that we provide the skills that employers demand. First and foremost, we help students improve and excel in their written and oral communication. Their critical thinking and problem-solving skills are perfected in our strategic management course. Teamwork and collaboration is something that we take throughout our curriculum. We also emphasize the use of digital technology, and we encourage global intercultural fluency amongst our students. We also ensure that our students leave here with wonderful leadership skills and a professionalism and work ethic that are unsurpassed in the Commonwealth. We also provide a lot of high impact practices, and some of these I mentioned earlier. For example, undergraduate research, internships. We also have diversity and global learning through our study abroad programs. We offer first year seminars and capstone courses and projects. And not to be forgotten, we also emphasize community-based learning. So if students are interested in more than just learning, they can also help the community and the environment. Again, I want to give the names of our departmental chairpersons to you. They are Dr. Marian Eckstedt in Management and Marketing, Professor Mary Beth Tobin in the Department of Accounting and Finance, and Professor Mike Farley in the Department of Aviation Science. And we would love if you would follow us on Facebook or on Instagram. So be sure to look us up, and if you have any other questions, we are open to taking them now. Just put them in the chat session.
And real quick, I just, in line with the social media, I just wanted to highlight Zach Gage's role as our social media coordinator and intern for RCOB. And in that, internships and experiential learning are so important to all of you, given the results of that poll. I don't know if Zach or Petroy, or maybe both of you, wanted to talk a little bit about your internships.
Yeah, I'll talk about mine a little bit. So I started my internship in January, and my internship experience so far with the RCOB has been amazing. This internship's given me the opportunity to apply what I've been learning in the classroom in the work setting for the first time, which has been awesome. One of the things I did as the intern was we launched the Instagram page for the Ricciardi College of Business, and in addition, I'm also running the Facebook page as well. One of the big takeaways for me interning on campus is all the amazing connections and friendships that I've built with my professors and faculty within the RCOB. I think working in the business building has given me the opportunity to get to know my professors, my advisors on a much more personal level, and it makes my learning experience much easier. So I've had a lot of fun with my internship on campus so far.
I hope that everyone has a healthy and safe time and that you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.